Guys, I'm here with my old and trusty 98 Toyota 4runner, and today we're gonna do some upgrades to the auxiliary cooler for our auxiliary radiator for transmission fluid cooling that I installed. So first of all, why I installed the auxiliary cooler for my transmission? It's because sometimes the original radiator will fail and it can mix your cooling fluid with your transmission fluid together. So just a little bit of technical information. You see this connection and this connection. This is where transmission used to originally connect to the radiator. And if there is a breach between two radiator parts, two fluids can mix together, and if this happens, your transmission can go kaput because it will fail on that liquid and will get all plugged. So anyways, one thing to avoid that is to install auxiliary transmission cooler. This is my installation. You know, this is the size that's supposed to be sufficient for that purpose. But on my recent trip up to the mountains and lake up in the mountains with you know, some elevation, hot temperature outside, 4x4 climbing up quite slow, I saw some that my temperature gauge started to go up, which wasn't much of the concern because you know, car is fully loaded, we're going slowly up the hill, and wasn't much concern of mine. But then transmission fluid sensor came up with the warning light that the transmission fluid is too high, and that where start concerning. Because it's an auxiliary cooler, and I figure out that the airflow is not enough. Airflow from the truck moving slowly is not enough to cool it down. And so I went to the local store, which is in Canada, called Princess Auto. In the United States, it's my guess it's Harbor Freight, pretty much same story. So I bought two of those small fans. They're 85 CFM PI cube airflow. Anyways, so those were $10, and I think they should be pretty good for extra airflow to cool down the transmission. So I'll put one over here, and I guess I'll put one over here, and it will give me extra airflow to cool down the engine. I might just wire it up directly, or I will put the button maybe somewhere over here. This was my temporary push button when my security system failed after a jump start, so that was fixed ever since. So yeah, that will be my auxiliary fans for cooling the transmission. Auxiliary mamba jamba. Anyways guys, I'll show you my install. Thank you for watching. So this is the rough view how it's gonna look like. So this is the fans hanging on zip ties, very professional, I know. So I think that will be enough. I don't know how else I'm gonna tie them. I don't want to tie them to the actual cooler for some reason. Yeah, and I'm like, so how am I gonna connect them? Well, should I actually put the panel over here for the fuses? Yeah, absolutely. And here it goes, you know, 20-minute job turns into 1-hour adventure. I'll keep you posted. All right, I think I'm done. I love my little projects, you know, you come down for a half-an-hour job and 2 hours later you're almost done. Anyways, so this is our two cooling fans. I know, could have been done better, but you know, I'm not a professional at this. So anyways, two cooling fans, the wire goes, and I'm like, hey, I probably need the fuse panel, all right? Because fuse panel been long time overdue, because I had power running all the way back to my fridge freezer in the back without any fuse. So I decided to put the fuse panel over here. So the big red one is for my fridge in the back, and the black one over here is for cooling fan. So I decided to put the lowest fuse I had, 3 amperes, and this is 15 amp for my fridge. So it looks like rat's nest, but again, I wasn't trying to hide much anyways. Yeah, and I put the panel on the fuse box, and I actually put it on a Velcro, so you can lift it up and move it if you need to get to your fuse panel for your car. I know it's not ideal, but that was the, you know, I don't know, that was the best solution for this day that I could have figured, because there is not much space over here where else you can put the panel, but over here it sits kind of nicely out of the way, and it's on Velcro, so it's easily removable. Yeah, I have plenty of wire lengths, so I can either disconnect it or just pull it up and get to the main fuse panel. So anyways, also I have this push button over here. I'll need to buy a switch, but right now it's been my push start for some time when I had problems with security system in my truck. So if I press this push button, so the fan's gonna go on, so it's gonna be switch over here, and whenever I'm gonna be climbing 4x4 in uphill, I'm just gonna turn it off. And so the second fuse I was showing, it goes for the fridge. This is the fridge panel. I mean, it's fused second time, but yeah, whatever. So I bought this one from Amazon, and there is a switch, so I'm gonna turn it off. All right, guys, right, thanks for watching. See you next time.